Shaun Kenny-Dowall played a total of 370 professional rugby league games in his career. He played internationally for New Zealand and currently sits as the Sydney Roosters' third ever highest try scorer. While he played in the NRL for over a decade, it wasn't all good for him, as he faced some legal charges for domestic violence and later on other drug charges, which resulted in his contract with the Roosters being terminated. But after the termination, he still found clubs to continue his footy career with. This is the story of Shaun Kenny-Dowall. Shaun Kenny-Dowall was born on the 23rd of January 1988 in Woodridge, Queensland. When he was only 3 years old, his family moved to Auckland and started playing junior footy for the East Coast Bays Barracudas. Shaun played as a junior for the New Zealand Warriors, but his family moved back to Sydney in 2004. In 2006, he played for the Newtown Jets, who were the Roosters' feeder club in the New South Wales Cup. Then, in 2007, he would make his NRL debut for the Roosters on the wing in round 1 as they lost to the Rabbits 6-18. He would score his first try in the NRL in round 4 as the Roosters lost to the Broncos 10-32. Then, in round 13, he scored a hat-trick as the Roosters beat the Cowboys 64-30. He ended his debut year playing 14 games, scoring 8 tries, capping off a pretty good first season. 2008 would be a solid season for him, being consistently picked for the first grade side, playing 19 games, scoring 15 tries throughout the year. 2009 would be a similar season for him as well, playing in 24 games, scoring 14 tries, and even kicking 3 goals. 2010 would see a change for Shaun, moving to the centre position, and this worked out great for the Roosters. He played here the entire season, and the Roosters would go on to make the finals. Then, they made the grand final, but they would end up losing this game to the Dragons, 8-32. He finished the season playing in 28 games, scoring 21 tries. Then at the end of the year, he played for New Zealand in the Four Nations. This was the turnaround year for New Zealand, as they won the tournament, beating Australia in the final, 16-12. He started 2011 playing in the NRL All-Stars, playing off the bench in their 28-12 win. He played the season for the Roosters in the centre position, again, and was even picked for New Zealand in the Anzac Test match in the middle of the year. In round 19, he played his 100th NRL game, as the Roosters lost to their rivals, the Rabbitohs, 21-20. It was announced throughout the season that he signed a 4-year deal with the Roosters that was worth $1.4 million. He finished the season playing 20 games, scoring 9 tries. 2012 would turn out to be another steady season for Shaun, playing centre the entire year, finishing the season with 17 games, scoring 8 tries. Then, in 2013, he started in the NRL All-Stars again, and the Roosters had their best season so far with it, finishing first on the ladder. Playing through the finals, they swept every team they faced, up until the grand final. This would be Shaun's second grand final appearance, and the Roosters would win the game, beating Manly 26-18. Shaun would even score a try in the 60th minute. At the end of the game, it was revealed that Shaun had played most of the game with a broken tooth and a fractured jaw. Because of this injury, he would miss the 2013 World Cup. He finished the regular season playing 27 games, scoring 9 tries. Moving to 2014, in round 1, Shaun would play his 150th NRL game, as the Roosters lost to the Rabbitohs 8-28. The Roosters would continue on to have a great season, finishing the year coming in first again. But this year, they would get eliminated in the semi-finals to the Rabbitohs 22-32. He played 27 games this season, mostly from the centre position, with a few games on the wing, scoring 11 tries. At the end of the year, he played for New Zealand in the Four Nations, as they went on to win the tournament again, beating Australia in the finals 22-18. 2015 would be another good season for the Roosters, and in round 8, he scored his 100th NRL try, and the Roosters' 14-12 loss to the Dragons. He once again would play for New Zealand in the Anzac Test match, as they beat Australia 26-12. The Roosters would go on to make the finals, this time losing to the Broncos in the preliminary finals, 12-31, ending their season. He played 20 games this season, starting in the centres, then playing the majority of the year on the wing, scoring 18 tries. However, in the middle of the year, he would face some controversy. He would be charged with 11 different domestic violence offences for abuse to his former partner. Shaun would plead not guilty to these charges. Then, to start 2016, Shaun would go to court over the charges and was found not guilty to all charges. Apparently, there was a lack of evidence. The credibility of the witness was questionable, and his good character all played a major role in the decision. Now back with the Roosters, he started on the wing in round 1 as they lost to the Rabbitohs 10-42. Then, in round 4, he played his 200th NRL game and scored 2 tries as they lost 20-22 to Manly. The Roosters' season this year wouldn't go so well for them, finishing 15th on the ladder. He played 19 games this season, swapping between the wing and the centre, scoring 7 tries. At the end of the year, he played in the Four Nations for New Zealand again, but this time they lost in the finals to Australia, 8-32. 2017 was good for the Roosters. They started the season on a 4-win streak and continued to play decently for the next several rounds. But after round 9, on the 5th of May, Shaun would face some more trouble. He'll be charged with possession of cocaine during a night out at Sydney's nightclubs. Once facing the court, he received a 1-year good behaviour bond. And back with the Roosters, his contract would be terminated. With Shaun now being a free agent, it didn't take him long to find a new club, and he signed a 2-year contract with the Newcastle Knights, effective immediately. In round 20 of the season, he played his first game for the Knights, on the wing, as they went up against the club he just got kicked from, the Sydney Roosters. They would lose the game 4-28. He played on the wing for Newcastle for the rest of the year. He finished the season playing a total of 15 games for both clubs, scoring 6 tries. 2018 would be a steady season for Newcastle, playing for them in 24 games, scoring 6 tries. It was announced in 2019 that this year would be his last in the NRL, as he signed a 2-year contract to play for the Hull Kingston Rovers in the Super League. He spent his last season in the NRL playing on the wing in 23 games, scoring 8 tries. Moving to 2020, he would move to the centre position and had a good start to the season, as the Rovers won round 1, 30-12. He played 18 games this season, scoring 4 tries. Then, in 2021, he remained primarily in the centre position, playing a few games throughout the season on the wing. In round 18, he would score a double in Hull's 34-28 win over Leigh, and he went on to play every game for the club this season, as they made it to the semi-finals. They lost to the Catalans Dragons, 28-10. He played 23 games this season, scoring 7 tries. Then, in 2022, he would play the entire season in the centre position, playing a total of 23 games, scoring 4 tries. He would even be named in the Super League's Dream Team for 2022, in the centre position. Then, in 2023, Shaun would announce that this would be his last season, retiring at the end of the year. But the year didn't start out too well for him, as in round 3, he received a 4-game ban for dangerous contact. Then, at the end of the season, the Rovers would make it to the semi-finals, where they would lose to Wigan 42-12, making this his last professional rugby league game. Now, for 2024, after playing professional footy for 15 years, his playing career is now behind him. He began his new role as a development coach for New Zealand Rugby League, and he's helping mentor the young talent in the academy. Thanks for watching.